Hey guys, Jsnow, and we have a video on how to play Lorcana for free against AI or bots or whatever robotic name you would like to call them. You gotta go to the website inktable.net/LOR, and they have a Discord where it says they put the updates, bugs, and all that stuff. So this is just a browser. You don't even have to download anything, which is pretty cool. And then what you can do is they have sealed for premium, so I don't know what I guess premium means to pay, which seems weird because they say they're not affiliated with Ravensburger or Disney, and of course making paid game modes using IP of Disney, not a good idea. Kind of shocked the mouse hasn't gone for them. So what you want to do is you can click quick match, and then you're gonna get this screen with decks. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this saves the decks, but I imported the deck from a different site, and it's still here, so that's kind of cool, but it might disappear, or you'll probably have to log in and make an account to save your decks. But you also have the official starter decks to play with. So, to start the match, what you do is you click on a deck. So, for example, I'm going to click on this deck that I imported, and it's a Madam Mim deck, which is kind of simple to understand and slightly meta. I just wanted to pick a fast deck for this thing. So it has deck lists, you can edit it, and then you select player 1, which would be you, and player 2, which would be the bot. So I'm going to click player 1, make sure it's selected, and then for the starter deck, I'm going to give this guy a different starter deck. So I'm going to click on the Emerald Ruby and hit select player 2, and then I can just hit start. Now, if you want to get a deck, if you don't want to play with starter decks, you can hit add new, and then it tells you that you can go to dreamborninc.com and you can just copy and paste the deck and it should add it. So we're going to do that right now to show you guys how that works. So Dreamborn Inc. is where players make their deck list. It's like the main Lorcana deck building site. So if you find a deck, you click Dreamborn Inc., go to the main site, go to Browse Decks, and then there's a bunch of filters and all kinds of crazy stuff, but we're just going to find something really quickly. So I'm going to look for a competitive deck. So Amber Steel Singers, that's a pretty powerful one actually. So I'm going to click the deck, and then the deck shows you the stats and a whole bunch of other mumbo jumbo. But if you don't care about that, you just go straight to the menu and click Export. Once you click Export, go to Pixelborn or Inktable. You can click play on Inktable. I haven't actually done this, but it says to just click copy the clipboard on Pixelborn. So I just do what it says. And then when you then go down to deck contents, paste it, it's going to give you like a weird whole bunch of numbers, which is fine. Deck name, we're just going to say Singer. And then we're going to click add deck. So the Singer deck should be here. So here it is. Voila, it has a bunch of, there's Ariel, there's a lot of singers in here. Some queens, Cinderella, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So we're going to see how the AI plays with this. It might be wonky, but we'll have to try it out. So we're going to select player 2. So now it's meta deck versus meta deck, despite me saying that you can avoid the meta playing this version. So let's hit player 1 start. Or you can hit random, but we'll hit player 1 start. So the UI, it looks clean, but it does get a little messy if there's too many cards on the field. So how do you play? So the mulligan, what do you call it? It's also, for some reason, you can full screen it, but the cards are still like off. They look like they're off the center or whatever. So we're gonna, I think what this is good. We all got 4 drops. You know what? I'll mulligan this. So you just click the card and click done, put it back. So now, to ink a card, you click ink card. And we're gonna ink a Maleficent. And then we hit pass. Now there's not that many animations, so you gotta pay attention. Oh wait, let me, you could also speed it up to the 2x speed, but as you can see, it goes really fast. So I don't really recommend that unless you know exactly what's happening in both decks. But you're going to be paying attention to the chat window, which you can make a little bit bigger, which is nice. I just wish I could make the font bigger because the options in this game, there's not that many options. You got play mats, game options, card backs. So there's not too many options, but it would be nice to kind of get the words a little bit bigger. Alright, so now I'm going to play a different card. So I'm going to ink a Madam Mim. And then we're going to have 3, so it says 3 here. And then to play a card, you click play card. So I can't play any of my characters yet, so we're going to play a song. So we're going to play Friends to the Other Side, so you just click it. And Friends to the Other Side draws 2 cards, so we just drew 2 cards. So that's how you play a song. That's how you play any card normally, songs and characters. Alright, so now we're going to play a character, so we're going to play Merlin, and he's going to gain us 1 lore when we enter, so it does it automatically. So as you can see, my lore went up to 1, and then you're going to get the little sleeping, which means rested or exerted or tapped, basically, wouldn't come in. Summoning sickness would be another word they use. So now we're going to go into challenges next. So as you can see right here, this is the only my major gripe about this, which I guess you'll eventually get used to if you play it a lot. But when you tap the card when on this program, it just goes upside down, so it kind of gets a little confusing because you think like, oh, like this Cinderella and this guy are, they're all in attack position or whatever you want to call it. So it's a little confusing because I'm so used to, like, as a Magic player, tapping the card sideways, but this just flips it upside down, so that's gonna it drives me nuts. But anyway, you can do 2 things here. So we're gonna try a challenge. So what is a challenge? That's usually when you attack an exerted creature. Exerted character. So we're gonna click challenge, and then what you do is you click. So this Merlin goat is a 4/3, 4 attack, 3 defense. So you click the Merlin, and then when you do this, you can also cancel. But anything that's exerted, which does help, highlights in green, so you know what you can actually attack, not just guessing. So we're gonna attack the queen. Well, actually, this guy's probably gonna die right away. So we're just gonna attack the. No, we'll attack the queen. Okay. We'll attack the queen, and then as you can see, he does. The queen has 2 attack power, so she does 2 damage to the Merlin goat. And then like games like Pokemon, you get damage counters, so you have 2 damage. The Merlin goat has 2 damage, and that can't be removed unless you use a card that removes the damage. And also, since he challenged, he's now open to being challenged on my opponent's turn. So she's gonna play a Cinderella, and then the Cinderella is gonna challenge the goat. And Cinderella was just killed off by a goat. And then he's gonna go up 6 lore. And I think I got 1 lore because when the goat leaves play, I gain 1 lore. And then the quest, he's just gonna tap them. So it doesn't like show which ones. As you can see, it just like went really quickly. But let's just show how to quest. So the quest, you want to hit the quest button, or you hit the sing button. So for example, if I hit sing, let's actually go to sing first because that's slightly harder to do. Not hard to do, but I mean, a scenario might not pop up. So for friends on the other side, we want to sing. So we would click friends on the other side, and then we would use this guy's cost to sing. So he costs 4, and this thing costs 3 to sing. So if I were to click this, I would play the card using a sing cost instead of my inkwell. But we'll just leave it. I'm not going to do that right this second because I wanted to show quest. So for quest, which is of course how you get most of your lore in the game, you click quest. And then you click this, and he's going to give me 1 lore, because he has 1 little lore counter. And there you go, 3 lore. So now we've quested. And then we can also play other cards. So we'll actually we can cancel. So we'll do like a targeting effect. So for example, I'm going to ink a card. I'm going to ink this Maleficent. And then I'm going to play a card. And I'm going to play the, Madame Medusa. And she's an uninkable, which means she can't go into my inkwell. And then her ability goes off, which allows me to banish a character with 3 or less. So we'll banish we'll send Cinderella to the Shadow Realm for lulz. And then that's pretty much it. It's a great resource if you want to like goldfish your decks, or you want to try out a deck you might buy, but you don't want to face opponents playing the meta on Pixelborn, or you just happen to have no friends. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like. I don't know if I'll be doing like more Lorcana content, but we will have to see. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.